Hi friends, I hope you had a good day today. Market again, uh, especially I think the Nifty was very flattish for today. If you see the movements, now maybe for the first 1 hour it tried to move up, but then eventually uh, let me remove the drawings. I think it's getting obstructed. Uh, okay, let me. Though it moved, it was very range boundish. If you see, for almost till about 1 o'clock. This is the same pattern. If you see, it is doing every day. It opens and stays range bound, and then gives some big wild moves either up and down for the past 3-4 days. This is how markets are. Uh, uh, it doesn't give easy money to anybody. Tries to tighten all the uh, places and uh, extracts or make us lose the money. What am I expecting, or what is that we can expect for tomorrow? Market has, I think, could not move above 16,280 to 280 levels, and the last one almost about from 245 there was quite a bit of selling in Nifty. Now you see Bank Nifty was pretty strong. It tried to hold Nifty and in fact pulled Bank Nifty up as well. We saw a bit of selling in the last hours or last 45 minutes. If you see the open interest in Nifty, there seems to be equal writing on the call and the put side. At 16,200 there is huge call writing, and also there is a put writing as well, which seems to be a strong resistance. So if Nifty is able to open gap above this, then the next level of resistance would be around 16,300. And when we see Bank Nifty, there is a huge put writing at 35,000 and also call writing at 35,500. So there is a big gap when it comes to Bank Nifty. There is no much of conviction for them. That is why they have not written at 35,300 or 35,100 or 200 as well. So there is a big chance for I foresee that market may try to open a gap up and then come straight down. So one needs to be very cautious tomorrow. Now, of course, if we see for the last, I think almost week's time, the market has just been going up only. Now, of course, there are downs, ups and downs, but overall, if you see from almost about how many trading sessions, I think about 5-6 trading sessions, market has just been moving up. Especially the bank, I think, has been pulling the market up very strongly. So I shall be sharing likewise of yesterday. I would be sharing the call for tomorrow. If you remember yesterday, we had shared 35,000 call above 444, a 460 target of 555, stop loss of 405. So if someone looks at the charts of the, so whenever the price moved above 444, we had good chances to go long and make profit in that. So I shall be sharing a call for tomorrow also in Bank Nifty. Uh, however, I would suggest to trade with caution because mostly this call would be active uh, for the first 1 hour, generally speaking, depending on the market trend. But then most of it, either the stop loss has to hit or the target has to hit. Here, if you see, the target was 555, which is almost 100 points. Stop loss is about 40 points. So the risk to reward is pretty fine if somebody knows how to manage the risk. So for tomorrow, I am looking at 35,000. As I mentioned, there is a chance that bank may try to open gap up and then head straight down. So I would request our friends to be cautious tomorrow if you are trying to go long, because there can be a trap. So let me look at the, for tomorrow I think we should be looking at 35,500 put and 3,500 call. Yes. So two strike prices I am choosing, 3,500 call and 35,500 put. Let me share the entry levels. So 35,100, one will look to buy this above 550 with a stop loss of 509. Target could be somewhere at 640. And when you see bank 35,500 PE, or maybe 35,600, I think would be a better one. Just give me a minute. 35,600 put currently at 391. $35,600 put looks better. So looking at the option chain, so 35,600 put above 440 or 435 to 45, we can expect a target of around 520. Stop loss for this could be 395. So only try to trade this if price let me put this in Bank Nifty. Trade is only if the price moves from bottom. So if this is the strike of 35,100 and this is 550, then the price has to move from below, because most of the time sometimes the market hits the target and is coming down. So I wouldn't want you to get stuck when it is coming down and goes. It is probably getting, the put might be getting activated, or the opposite position strike might be getting activated. So watch, wait for the market to settle. Of course, use your own judgment or analysis and trade, and be cautious. Today, of course, Reliance went very strong. Initially, I remember this was a minus point, what do you say, minus 0.6% down, and there was it went pretty strong, but then quite a bit of pressure on the selling side. It made a bottom. In fact, I had told in a couple of groups that though I'm bearish, I would probably look for longs. And this moved up, retested, and then went straight upward. So one could have easily made about 40-50 points profit in this trade. On the other hand, if you look at Bank Nifty stocks, most of the Bank Nifty stocks were pretty strong today, which pulled Bank Nifty up as well. ICICI Bank was around 2% up, Axis almost 2%, and of course steel stocks were pretty strong today. IDFC First almost about 2%, RBL and all these banks. RBL in fact was 3.7, 86 points. But then I would not suggest anybody to currently look to trade in RBL, because we never, the fundamentals and technicals don't sound that great. However, one need to be, if you are trading, yes, you may look at, just for intraday gains, you may look at trading this, but currently I would request you to stay away from RBL. Definitely yes, Federal Bank, Kotak Bank, Axis Bank are good bets. So tomorrow, if you're looking to trade in Federal Bank, you may think of buying this if price sustains above 98 levels, and your targets could be somewhere 120, maybe in the shorter term, 110 to 120. Some stocks we had shared yesterday, but that was Tata Chemicals, Oberoi Realty. Let's see how they performed. Tata Chemicals did not move that great, but then was definitely positive. Oberoi, I remember, moved up, and then, as I mentioned, this is a swing trade, a good stock for swing traders. So one may hold this for a target somewhere at 920 levels. We can hope to see this almost 880 to 920. The other stock I remember was Jubilant Food. Jubilant Food, yes, we've been holding this for almost, I think, 500 levels. One may also look at Hindustan Unilever. This stock even on the market dips, has been a very strong, persistent performer. One may look to hold this for maybe close to target of 3000, maybe in the next 3 to 4 months. I have a small question while I close. Uh, Many of you know uh, trade in options, but the real wealth is always in stocks, good quality stocks. uh, if you are able to compound, you can make, of course, a longer term perspective, it gives good returns, and this is a good time to invest as the market seems to have taken support and trying to hold at the upper levels. I would not I do not see big shorts coming out there on an intraday basis. We may see some kind of a down move. um, you know uh, if bank nifty is able to take support here, then again, it may take push back upwards. So be cautious how you are trading. Let's also look at how crude has been performing. Crude has hit 103, so it's on the lower side. Meanwhile, DXY, the dollar index, has been uh, holding on to 100 on the 108 to 106 levels. Slowly, I am hoping that this could possibly move down towards 105. So let's wait and see, because there is a strong support somewhere at close to 105. Below this, we may see some kind of a sell-off towards 103 to 102 levels. Meanwhile, let's also look at Nifty 50 stocks. Most stocks like L&T, Titan have given good breakouts. Of course, today L&T was slightly bearish, but if you see, it has been moving up for pretty some time, and if it is able to sustain above this, just according to me, this just a small retest. It may test up to maybe 1600 levels or so, and then we may see a up move and the same. TCS actually, was a strong sell-off at almost about 5% down. As we were mentioning, this may come down, and then there is a huge chance that it may retrace back up. So let's see tomorrow how market behaves. Be safe and happy investing. Take care and good night. Meanwhile, if you have any queries, please do ask. Uh, Let me check if there is any queries before we close. And meanwhile, I also would like to thank all the subscribers for subscribing and for your likes. You may also please do share your feedback. We would be happy to take your feedback, and happy investing.